tonight we have special guest Steve Fernandez of New Tri-State joining us, and Dan the Hat Centrella. We are going to be covering a lot of ground today. We got a lot to talk about. Some fireworks went off up in New York, in New Jersey, and we had an amazing event in both places by Mac and Beast Mode. Guys say arm wrestling is growing, and then we're going to highlight some things that are coming up real soon. But before that, Steve, how was your weekend, man?
Working, man. Working, or else I either would have been in Rochester or Beast Mode. I would have been over there. But just working, man. Trying to train a little bit. Trying to keep healthy. Trying to fix my side pressure machine, but just doing a lot of bands. And yeah, man. That's about it, really.
What's wrong with you? What happened to the machine?
The side of the leg, I guess I'm not sure if I put too much pressure on it or I was just standing on it and I was just hitting sideways and it was about 100 pounds or 105 pounds and it started cracking and then I looked down and then it was split. So,
but you're too strong.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I gotta tend to this.
Gotcha. He's just too strong. Steve is too strong for his own good. Damn, man. All right, so let's let you go first. Talk about Beast Mode. How was it? How many matches? Any highlights that you really wanted to jump out? We don't need to go into every single match. I'm sure people can watch and check out Beast Mode's channel and see what it's all about. But tell us, some highlights from the weekend.
Well, I had a match against Zeph right hand, and he's just so strong. I knew that was going in, but it was fun. And then I had to step in against Frank Chevette because Dennis Smith was running a little late. And, we had a good battle, but, he prevailed left. But I wasn't anticipating competing left. So, but I stepped in, did what any, competitor would do and put on a show and had a great time. A lot of good matches, a lot of good after pulls. There's a couple of young guns that would add a very strong. I can't remember their names, but the young guns. Miguel Fernandez is a beast. Him and Sabrina won King and Queen of the Table. Walked out of there with $600.
Nice. They cleaned house, huh?
Oh, they cleaned house. That was the highlight of the night. And Jesus lost to Zeph and last, but there was other good matches. Miguel's match with Ivan was awesome. Well, in the and it was just a good time, all around good time.
In the chat, we got Sergio. Sergio's thanking you for coming through.
Oh hell yeah, it was hell of a time, bro. Hell of a time. Boys put on a show. Pedro's the man. Those custom awards. I wish I could have won one, but they were $40 friggin' saw blades though, Sergio. So I told you. You look at me like I had 3 heads. He knows what I'm talking about. Anyway. But it was a great time.
Definitely sounds like it was a good event.
Yeah, and just one money. Pedro definitely didn't anticipate the amount of turnout, so I appreciate everybody for coming out. Especially, it took me 2.5 hours to get there, so it was an awesome turnout, though. And Pedro's very, everybody was happy about it. So
definitely sounds like it was a fun event. Glad you went. Glad you represent the Long Island. Yeah, no, there's a future for Beast Mode Arm Wrestling. With their events, they keep throwing some really fun ones. Hopefully, we see them grow and build things up a little bit. On the other side of the tri-state area, up in north, over almost by Canada, I was up in Rochester this weekend. Easy Rollers Clubhouse for MAC Challenger Series 2. And we had 32 super matches. On the way up there, originally it was just going to be me and Shiyu, and then I got a message from Alexis, hey, I'm going to join you guys. I was like, oh yeah? You're going to have to dive in the car because we're on a time schedule because we have a 7-hour drive. And he actually met up with us just in time, for me to pick him up. And We all took turns driving up there. That was a hell of a hell of a trip up there, man. I don't know how anybody does it on a regular basis. God bless each and every one of you. Oh, speak of the devil, we got Alexis in the house.
Oh, y esta madre.
Oh shit, we scrambled. Oh
Nobody
man.
understands what you're saying, Alexis.
I want a super match with Fernandez.
Oh, that would
You
be a
want a
fun
super match
match.
with Steve? That
Are
would
you
be
Reid,
kidding
good.
me? Alexis would kill me.
I,
That's one thing. That's
guys,
one thing. That's one thing you're ever going to notice about me. I'm very honest. Even if it's about me, I'll straight up tell you what the deal is. You honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, Alexis, right now. You're on a semi-pro to pro level the way you've been pulling. You know, you've been pulling really well lately, and I expect you probably to be on one of those matches that I have coming up soon. So just be aware. I have a feeling. What are you at one right now? 176, aren't you?
one, yeah, from 176 to 180.
Okay. I might have a match for you depending on how everything goes, but after this match, you have to pull indefinite semi-pro to pro.
No,
I
I'm not.
no no no. He's pro.
I,
He's pro.
I
No
already
semi
decided.
pro.
Okay, okay. Good, good,
I'm
good,
just
good.
gonna pull pro if I get raped.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say because you've been pulling good, you've been pulling better, you've been looking stronger every single time I pull. So, I mean, easily.
I
I mean,
I will say this weekend, he caught me off guard. I was definitely not. I was surprised by the level of power that he brought to the table, and I had to. I was able to stop him, and then I had to put work in to pin him, and the level up and just the drive this man has is second to none. Um, I But we'll get to that in a little bit. We're going to talk about the tournament after. We had several super matches, several up in Rochester with Mac. They had 32 to be exact. The ones that really jump out to me, though, a young woman by the name of Maddie. She's this very energetic, high energy. She screams. She has. Whoa! What the hell's that?
Sorry,
Jesus!
Dan.
Oh, it's
You know
that
what
thing.
that was. Sorry,
Yeah, I know what
sorry.
that was. She's screaming throughout the entire matches when she's going ham
Oh
when
my
she won
god, that,
her rounds, and she was an awesome person that brought life the entire event. And then my other personal favorite was the Roger versus JJ's match.
oh my god,
Um,
those,
that
such a
one was
great match. I would have
amazing.
to say probably one of the best matches, if not the best match of the night.
oh my,
Oh, it most certainly was. And then it ended with this big hug. Listen, these talk about sportsmanship. These guys did not want the matches or rounds to end in fouls, so they just kept going and pulling and said, "Like, listen, I don't want you fouling out, so we're not going to do that. We want to actually, I want you to pin me to win this." And it was really cool, hanging out with Andrew Rivers, who's in the chat. What's up, man? And meeting up with Matt Morrison, seeing him in the in the tournament and in the matches. He did very well for his matches. Let's see
I
what
don't
else was.
know. I see that being a problem from what I've seen this last week. And Matt Morrison, I just if you're watching, buddy, that's one thing I don't hold back on matches. I think you have your hands full there, Matt. Just the way you've pulled. I'm not saying you pulled bad or anything like that. You did a good job. It's just Dan's showing some serious, some fierce wins up with his left. And not to say anything, but I seen him in the match with Alexis Caban. I think Alexis actually pinned Matt. Am I
Yep.
okay? So, and I know Dan pins Alexis, and Dan's actually on another level beyond Alexis when he actually hits and he really wants to pull 100% in. So, I don't
That's a
know. I
lefty
think Matt. I
match.
think Matt might be in trouble. But look, styles make matches. So we'll see what
Yep.
it is because Matt does have that long lever, that really good hit, that fresh hit too when he's fresh. So we'll see what happens.
yeah, that's one
That's
thing that's one thing that we need to clarify. All those guys that I pulled with against on Saturday, all of them had powerful super matches. That was the only one that wasn't tired. That's what happened. So it's not like I called. It's not like I beat these guys when they were nice and fresh. I was fresh. I was ready. I was ready. I was really in the mood with that girl screaming and Roger Bailey and that other JJ. I was in the
How
zone.
are you? I'm saying, are you good? Are you good, Alexis? I know you're good right. Are you good left and right or just right?
No, no, I'm good with both.
You're good with
Both,
He's
both?
good.
but I'm
He's
hurt.
good with both. Yeah,
My left is hurt.
his right's better,
Yeah, he's
but his
good with
left
both.
is strong.
I'm equally strong with both. I got like equal strength when I'm healed.
Yeah.
When but my left
You
is not
think you
healed.
think you'll be healed by August 2nd?
What, the left?
Either one, left or right.
No, right, yeah.
Left?
No, 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 no left. Right. Right. The right is
You
good.
could give him a left-handed match. I can see him. I can see him destroying anybody you throw in front of him, left
Left
or
hand?
right.
Did you
Listen,
pull left hand at Mac?
I'll compete. I don't give a
Yeah, he got first place.
He got first place left-handed at Mac?
yeah. I don't know how
Yeah,
guys. These guys didn't challenge my. They didn't challenge my hand. Neither one of them. Nobody. Nobody top rolled me. Nobody caught me. Everybody went in straight into a deep hook with me. That's my strength. Every single one.
I think
I
I
got
got
lucky.
somebody. I think I have somebody for him.
They were tired.
okay.
Remember, these guys were in super matches.
Well, some of them had right hand, some of them had left hand, some of them had both. Some of them had, yeah, it was one or the other. So, listen, you regardless of that, there was plenty of time for them to recover because that's. I mean, I was early on in the thing, and I felt fairly recovered by the tournament, and it felt good.
But
So,
okay, but then, and we have to be real.
yeah,
I cannot hold you 1 second in the middle with the left hand. Well, we need a lot of them, but my left hand, uh, it's not there. It's not
yeah,
there.
but fair point, fair point. Um,
Just can't.
So, what other highlight matches did you enjoy, Alexis, from the event?
There were a whole bunch of good matches.
There were a bunch. Let's say, can you give me
There
like
were,
two of your favorites?
is that two of my favorites were all whatever that girl did, it was all good. The
Yeah.
girls, by the way, oh my god, the girls, all of them pulled like men, like real men, and
Yeah, those Canadians are no
all
joke.
the girls, all the girls,
No joke.
Those
all the girls,
Canadian broads are no joke, bro.
all the
Very
fucking
intense.
girls put everything there.
Oh
It's like
yeah,
they was fighting.
oh yeah. They were intense at Mach 3, and then they were intense at the friggin' Challenger Series. So I can only imagine how it was there.
The super matches were intense. The fucking tournament was the fucking girls tournament was intense. And then there was a few other matches, but because of Bailey and these guys, they made it look good, man.
Yeah, they're good.
They made it look that was good. And then the way they respected each other, that fucking worked. It warms my heart.
Dude, we gotta
Yep.
find we gotta find a match for Sabrina with one of them. With one of them.
Yeah, that would be nice. So it was a good event. There was a whole bunch. I cannot really. My brain is not that great. I know there was a whole bunch of good, like Shi Yulin. Shi Yulin reminds me of Mike Tyson in his prime. I love Mike Tyson. I am from Brownsville. I pay because fuck it, I pay the pay-per-view, but I already know what's gonna happen. I'm like, in this corner, ding, 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 I'm the winner. My God, the fuck did I pay the money for? It's like so quick. I love King Yulin, but that's too quick. We have to give him something to put him a little bit slower. He just
So, beyond the table, I wanted to say I thoroughly enjoyed, being sung to by Ian Carnegie. That man can sing. Man, he can sing. He has amazing energy. He crashed with us the first night that we were there. He's a wealth of knowledge, of arm wrestling knowledge. He was coaching me, coaching Alexis, coaching Shiyu, giving us some tips and hints on what we could do to improve ourselves in our game. And just absolutely a very generous human in
that
all in
man,
all
that man is fun.
regards.
That man is fun. He's very fun to talk to, for sure. For sure,
Absolutely.
that's a very fucking nice guy to talk to. He's
Without that.
entertaining. He's smart. He's funny. He can sing. He likes the girls.
Yeah.
The
You
girls
get
actually,
yourself in a little trouble.
the girls
We
actually
won't
like
go there. We won't go there.
really.
um, but yeah, no, everybody else was good, and then the after the event, we had the no elimination tournament, which was really cool, ran by Jason Constantini. I love that format. I think that's the format that I personally, I know it's not for everybody, and everyone enjoys it, but everyone went into it knowing it was an open tournament. Everyone knew that it was, a mixed bag of pros and amateurs, and you got to pull everybody in your class, so you got to learn. And each of the guys that were in that class, I mean, I'd say majority of them were amateurs at that. Um, Majority of the people were amateurs or at just about semi-pro, and all of them came up to me afterwards. How did you get? What did you do? What do you do this? And asking me all these questions. I felt like a freaking. Even though I didn't win my super match, I lost 3-1. I still felt like somebody who actually had something to offer, which was really cool. A really nice experience.
That, I'm sorry. Yeah, now that you said that, that's another thing that I like. So the level of
Hey
interest,
Alexis, could you get to 180?
of course,
Yeah.
yeah, easy. Uh,
Easy money.
well, I don't have that much money right now. I actually have to eat, but yeah, I feel comfortable at 180. I feel better at 175, but I feel comfortable at 180. I feel comfortable at 180, at 180 to 183.
Are you okay with a 187 weight cap?
187?
187 weight cap. Like you can't be more than 187.
That's
Go start eating right now.
Like
Start
if you're
eating right
comfortable
now.
at 180, the person that I'll be going up against, you'll be like 187.
He can
187.
handle that. He
Yeah, I think
handles
you can
me.
handle that.
But yeah, I'm only going to be like 170, not 180, but fuck it. Yeah,
It doesn't matter. You'll be fine.
I, okay, I'll take it. I'll
There
take
you
it.
go. There you go.
I'll do it.
Sounds
Do it.
good.
Left hand.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll try to come up to my strong 183. I can
Left
do
or
it.
right?
Right, right.
So while Steve's getting that figured out, I just wanted to say hello to Hector Beltran. He also had an amazing event, a blockbuster. I think Hector, I don't know how many people you had. I think like over 300 people from all
Yo,
over the states, Mexico,
that
the
guy is strong.
Caribbean.
That guy,
He had a massive showing in Mexico. Definitely check him out. Mexico City, and sorry, Mexico Arm Wrestling. That's the man to talk to.
yo, that little guy. I didn't. I mean, I've been following him for a while. Um, Kong, Kong, Eric, and Miguel, they had amazing times down there. They actually did really fucking good. Uh,
Yep,
but that Hector Bertrand, his nickname is Zeus.
yep.
Yo, he
Zeus. He's
he
strong. He does a lot of the artwork for a lot of the community. He helps create a lot of the logos for the community. So big shout out to him. So if you need a logo, he's not very expensive. He does a beautiful job. I have a couple. My Nightmare logo actually came from him. So he is very talented and very well done. I love what he does in the community. I love what he does for the sport. I'm trying to get myself to Mexico. I think Steve and I need to get to Mexico next year for his event.
Definitely. If we can figure out kind of because I go to Mexico once a year. I mean, when he does his event and go down there for his event, I mean, it'd be fucking awesome. It'd be sick. But the only thing I wanted to say too is Jonathan McGurchin, shut up. You have a match. You keep on asking. Ooh, Patrick Weeks. I'm there, Steve. Left hand. You have a match. You're going up against Cam Dennett. That's your match, bro. And you messaged me the other day, oh, you don't believe in me? If I didn't believe in you, John, I wouldn't give you so many fucking chances to pull on my fucking cards. How many times have you pulled on my card? 3, 4, maybe 5 times? Jesus, calm down. All right? You keep on writing to me like, I don't believe in you or give me that match, Steve. Dude, I
we
got you.
believe we believe in you,
You
John.
believe
You're
me.
intent. You're still one of the most intense individuals at the table that I think I know. You leave it all at the table. I love the energy you bring because it just gets me hyped up even more.
That's
Is
the
his match
reason why he's getting another match. It's not because he
is
won.
is his match
His last
before mine? Please, can you tell me his matches before mine? Because I need that little fire up. You know, I like to follow his lead.
We'll see. I have to wait till all the matches are done,
Okay,
and then we're gonna kind of figure out exactly how all the matches are gonna go. But
he should be the first match, definitely.
Yo, Dan, did you know how strong Hector is?
literally, Alexis, I'm putting this match together as we speak right now.
Yeah, good. Thank you. It'll be a pleasure. I'm going to make sure I go there, the best version of me.
I know you always do, and that's why you're getting the match. And the main reason is because you always show your support. You come to my tournaments. You're a great guy. You put and leave everything on the table. We've had a great time when we went out to eat. I mean, beyond just going out to tournaments and pulling, but actually as friends, as brothers, as family, we've had a great time. Great talks. Sat right in front of each other. Had a great meal. Had a couple of drinks and everything. So this is, I think it's well deserved, to tell you the truth.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I genuinely appreciate seeing my teammates and the people I train with getting matches.
I
People
seen
who
him
I
when he was
coach.
amateur, going from amateur to nothing to fucking semi-pro
Yeah.
to pro. I mean, he's gotten so good so fast. It's like unreal.
Well, one day I would love to be like Zeus.
There you go. So the guy Hector, if you follow him on Facebook,
Hector, he won first place with both hands in his division, and he's not that big.
no, he's not
And then
that big.
Listen, he won first place in the all. He won the overall.
He's strong.
Well, it's
That
like
is
a
a
Garrett
guy.
Tupper. He's like a Garrett Tupper, probably.
It's
Yeah,
yeah. The guy's all work though. He works literally. There's not enough hours in the day to make this man stronger. There just isn't.
All this time I was thinking he's just a promoter. No,
Much
that,
more than that.
that guy beat the super heavyweights. What?
Yep. All right.
I want to
So,
go to Mexico. I really want to fucking.
Steve,
When you guys go to Mexico,
We're-
I'll be there.
we'll stuff you in the suitcase, Alexis. We'll stuff you in the suitcase.
Oh, I got my passport. I'm working.
What I do want to talk about, if we can, is the matches, man, that are coming up.
We can. I just want to ask you, Steve. Did you catch any of the tournament or the matches from Mac or Beast Mode? Anything that stood out to you?
Yeah. Ray Romanowski went right through Steve Zell. That was very impressive. Shout out to Sergio Lisboa for winning up against, I think he's about 198 pounds or 200 pounds puller. Like you said, he's the what do they call him? The monster slayer, the fucking whatever he's called, whatever they call Sergio. But seriously, man, I mean, so many guys that are so much bigger than Sergio, and he takes them down. It's so impressive sometimes what Sergio does. So Sergio will be getting a call from me soon to get him a super match. I just need to find him somebody good enough in that 165 weight class, in his weight class. I don't want to get somebody bigger. I want to get somebody 176, the biggest, and go up against Sergio. Sergio has been really good, and when he wants to put on a show, he's just a beast. So
Turns it up. He definitely turns it up.
yeah, always. And a couple of matches stood out to me. JJ and Roger was my favorite match at MAC, I'd have to say. Roger going up against Jamie Staken, left hand. I think he did very well. I think Roger needs to hit more instead of just trying to sit there in the middle and just kind of drain him out. I mean, he needs to hit more. When he goes through people, he goes through people. So it's just, I think he's stalling a little bit too much because he's really impressive up against guys when he needs to be. And then when he goes back a little bit more and he tries to bleed them out, I think he waits for them to hit and tries to hold their hit instead of trying to hit himself. And I feel that happens a lot with Michael Hawks too as well, because I just seen him in practice before. Some guy pinned him because he kept on getting hit on. Then when he really wants to go through somebody, he went right through him with no problem. And I'm sitting there going, that's the difference right there.
That is the difference. The funniest thing with Roger versus Jamie, me and she were yelling at Roger to do a specific move, and moments later, Jamie went ahead and did the exact move we told him, like how because Roger was like, get up and press, and all of a sudden Jamie was pressing him. go on the outside, and all of a sudden Jamie went like, damn it, Jamie, that wasn't for you, that was for Roger. Like if Roger was a little like a split hair quicker, he would have had those things. And like you said, he just can't always bleed his opponents out. I know sometimes it's a tactic, but maybe not the best tactic to use right away.
Maybe the defense isn't the best tactic. Maybe he needs to be a little bit more offensive.
Yep.
So, and I get it. Sometimes you want to hit the defense first just to make sure, and you're prepared for it. But sometimes, in certain guys, you need to be as forward and also offensive as you can, and hit as hard as you can, instead of just hold static holds. And it is what it is. He learned. He did a great job, though. I think it'll be a different match next time.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all I could say. And he did a great job against JJ. JJ's an absolute beast. I told him don't let JJ get into his hook. It was very impressive. I mean, even going hook for hook, and then they're both hitting, and then JJ's hook, if anybody's been inside of that, is devastating. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, that was a good. I was like, whoa! I was underestimating JJ, to be completely honest. I really was. I was like, oh man, I don't know, like, does he know what he got himself into? And then I saw what he did. I was like, does Roger know what he got himself into?
yeah, it's really impressive. So shout out to both of them.
Very impressive. So I am bringing on a couple of guys. One of the guys that's going to be having a super match at the event. With us in a little bit. McCurchin will be joining us. But let's talk about this upcoming event. First, before we talk about it, Steve, I want to tell everybody I'm up in Canada. Just about to have a super match, and Steve gives me a call and says, "Hey, listen, I just got this call, and I want you to have a match." And I'm like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, we're going to be at the CrossFit Games. And I'm like, do you know that's like borderline Olympics right there for the fitness community, right? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, that's fucking awesome. And so he's going to be working alongside with James Reid and Travis Bagent to bring to expose arm wrestling to the entirety of the CrossFit community at the MVP Arena in Albany, New York, August 2nd. That's going to be right smack in the middle. Correct me if I'm wrong, Steve. Is that going to be smack in the middle of the arena?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure. I just know that we're going to have a decent space. It's going to be also, too, with Michelle Dugan there. So we're going to have
Black Scorpion's going to be there. Awesome.
Yeah, the female arm wrestlers is out there. And, yeah, it's going to be a great show. I'm thinking there's probably going to be around 10 to 12 super matches altogether. They're doing a couple different things. I'll tell you right now, actually. So it's going to be August 2nd, arm wrestling with Travis Bagent and the crew, 12:30 to 4:30 at the MVP Arena. The National Armwrestling League, Strength Wars at the CrossFit Games, and then obviously Travis Bagent, James Reid, Michelle Dugan, and me. World champions Travis Bagent and Michelle Dugan will be taking on CrossFit Games fans for a chance to win cash prizes and apparel. So you're going to be able to arm wrestle a professional arm wrestler, and you're going to be able to win prizes and stuff. So it's going to be really good. It's going to be really great. And there's going to be food too as well. Free entries for the competitors. And yeah, man, I can't wait.
I'm loving it already.
Yeah.
CrossFit's right up Alexis' alley, so he's really happy about that.
That was the last thing I used to do.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say if this is the type of thing that you like is CrossFit, I'm saying they have the whole thing, so it's gonna be start at 12, so you can be there from 12 till I want to say
I love CrossFit.
till about 5 o'clock. Yeah, till 5.
So here's the schedule right here. I got the schedule up on the screen, so for anybody who is interested in about it, yeah, from 12:30 to 4:30, we'll be there for the arm wrestling. So probably like around like Steve said 5, and we'll be interacting with them. And go ahead.
So super matches only. So it's not going to be
No tournament.
yeah, no tournaments or anything like that. we might do an overall or something like that, but it's nothing, that we're taking away from other tournaments or anything like that. They're going to be super matches only, very particular, and yeah, like I said, with James Reid, Michelle Dugan, Travis Bagent, everyone's going to be there too as well, and I think actually. Oh man, Artem too. Artem Taranenko is probably going to be there too as well. So,
Oh yeah, nice.
Artem's going to be there, and it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day of arm wrestling. I can't wait. I mean, even the pullers that we're going to get from all the way till I think 76, all the way up to 220 or 230 pounds. I mean, it's going to be a great day. I'd say probably even actually supers. It's going to be a great day for arm wrestling, and hopefully we get some finishing matches putting together. But from what we have out now, right now, I think it's about 7 or 8 matches total so far.
I think it's going to be an amazing opportunity to expose the sport on a higher level. People are going to, there's going to be a lot of people with phones, a lot of people that have seen Devin, that have seen Brian Shaw, that have seen other like Juji Mufu, and they're fans of them, and they never actually had an opportunity to see an arm wrestling table up close and personal. And I mean, I think it's really fun way to really introduce people to the sport in this type of setting. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to be a part of it, and I'm grateful that Steve phoned a friend on this one and is bringing us in. Um, because I'm bringing some of the best that Long Island, has to offer, along with I know he's bringing some other guys out as well that are just top notch, top quality competitors and professional individuals in our sport. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, do you want to go through the matches and stuff so we could get
Yeah,
the names out there?
yeah.
So, Chris,
I don't have the list, but
I
you
got
do.
I have the list.
Yeah.
So we can start off. It's going to be Chris Couch versus Steven Durak. That's going to be weight is 230, right hand. Chris is been pulling really good. He's from Iron Link Arms, and they had a match at New York Smoke Supermatch Series. They went back and forth. Steven Durak was a little bit heavier. He's coming down in weight a little bit to be at that weight cap. And so yeah, it's going to be one really good match. I think they're both really diverse. So whether it's going hook or top roll or anything like that, I think they can both see we'll see where it's going to go.
Hell yeah.
And we have another match. It's going to be Mike Bisman versus Michael Hawks. Weight cap is 230, a left hand. So Bisman lost a lot of weight. Um, So Bisman, he's on those top competitors. He's right underneath that almost elite. I would say right underneath like Shiu. Shiu's almost that elite too as well, but right, I would say Bisman is right underneath him. And Michael Hawks is really stepping up. I mean, comparison, he beat Tim Lewis, and also he just went up against Roger. Roger did beat him, but it was a very good match, decent match, good enough to where I can say, Roger beat Mike Bisman, Roger beat uh, Michael Hawks, but I think Michael Hawks and Roger had a little bit more of a matchup, but also, Mike Bisman, I'm sure wasn't fresh when he pulled up against Roger, so we'll see how that plans out. It should be a really good match left-handed. And I'm pretty sure Hawks is a hook puller, and Bisman is a top roller, right? I would say high hook
I think
top.
so. Yeah.
And we have Jonathan McGurchin and Cam Dennett. That's going to be a
That
really good match.
that's gonna be a good match. I like that one.
They both came off of losses. Cam came off a loss of Caleb Johnson, so that's going to be come back for Cam. And then Jonathan McCurchin also just came off a loss of Patrick Weeks. And John has been really working on his weight and been coming down in weight. And congratulations to John because he's been doing really good. So I'm sure, I hope that he brings his strength with him down to this weight class. Is going to be a weight 205 weight cap, left hand. And I don't know if you guys know before, but John was around 238, 240 something sometimes. So for him coming down all the way to 205 now, he showed me the other day he was 210. So all he has to do is lose another 5 pounds, which I'm sure he can do that because he's been on point. So that's going to be a really good match. Um,
Oh yeah.
you Cam's hand is like stone right now. His pound for pressure on somebody grabbing a hand is 225 pounds per pressure. So I don't want to say he's going to crush John's hand, but any hand that Cam grabs he's gonna crush, no matter what
Well,
hand. See what I mean? So,
remember, John can pull without his hand. I've seen
oh
him do
yeah,
it.
I know. I'm not doubting John
So
at all. That's why I've
so
seen him
that.
press so many different guys. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying in general, getting a 225 pound pressure per, when you're doing that's just ridiculous. I mean, I do 120 and I thought that was decent. Forget about 220. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
That's
So,
that's an insane. That's an insane number.
yeah, yeah. Another match is going to be Ethan Sherritt versus Tim Bushy. This is going to be a 185 weight cap left hand.
Yeah.
Um, Ethan Sherritt, a lot of guys know from Iron Link. Phenomenal guy, a great puller,
Yep.
stronger right hand, but he's still good left-handed. Tim Bushy is just coming up, just started being in that professional, 176, and starting to get noticed from. I started noticing him, a few times. I actually got to pull him, and well, man, he's so super strong and a great hand. Works with his hands all day, barbing wire and everything else like that. So he's really,
He's barbing wire. That is no joke.
yeah,
That is like
he
some
wraps,
serious tensile strength right
yeah,
there.
like he wraps around what he told me is like bars of wire and he puts them around trees. So that's just impressive. And he works for trees and stuff all the time. So you got to be strong as fuck to do that. So that's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
That's going to be a really good match. I can't wait for that. So that's going to be a little bit different.
I love Brooklyn.
Say again.
I love
You love
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
Oh, he's in Brooklyn right there. Represent. There you go.
Don't say.
Nice. Then next match is going to be Mark Haggett, the Batman, versus Alexander, the Great Alexander.
Ooh,
Your
that's
weight.
gonna be good.
This is going to be a very good match. Weight is going to be 220. That's going to be a right hand match. I mean, both of these guys really earned the spot to pull each other. I mean, they're both, I'd say, a notch above Wade Roberts. They both beat Wade. And I think, Wade is no joke. I think he's almost like the gatekeeper of that class right now. You know what I mean? If you're going to be able to beat him, then you're on that notch above. And
Yeah.
yeah, I think Mark Hagen and Alexander are going to put on a really good show. Alexander's got a phenomenal hit, and Mark has a great hand, absolutely great hand. And he's been
That's
looking.
gonna be one of those rounds that, like, because I've seen Alex pull. I'm sorry. Yeah. Alex put himself in a bad position, but
Yeah, it
still be able
looks
to
like a
pull.
nasty break arm that he does, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it's just. I mean, he's got that strength
It's
to be able to
relentless.
crank back at that position. So he's really strong there, and but at the same time, I think it's going to be a problem with Mark. I'm not sure if he's gone up against a guy like Mark yet. So we'll see. I mean, they are both really good, physically fit guys. Alex is a tall building, and Mark is just, I mean, nobody to fuck with. I mean, he's got a physical shape. He's a specimen. So they're both going to be, I mean, probably one of the best matches of the night, I'd have to say.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah. So next match is, let me see, Tyler Edlin versus Evan James Reid. Weight is 185, right hand. Both
That's a
very
match.
similar pullers. Both very
Yeah.
good pullers. Tyler Edlin has just been looking great lately. I think if Evan James Reid comes in as Evan James Reid does sometimes, he could win this match. It's all depending on how he shows up that day. He's been, sometimes he blows me away at how good of opponent that he goes up against, like Adam, from Puerto Rico.
Yep.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it was a very great win, that Evan had. And but Tyler, man, I mean, even at New York Smoke Supermatch Series, every time, every
He
20,
surprised me.
I mean, he's getting so good, so
He
fast.
leveled up so much since the
Oh yeah,
last time I
that
seen him
high
pull.
post top roll that he
Yeah.
has is
Yep.
really dangerous, man. For anybody that,
Explosive.
yeah, that on top of it too is that he is very explosive. He's shredded for his weight. You know what I mean? So, but I don't want to count Evan out at all. Same thing, very high post. You mean top roll too as well. Hits very hard, very fast. I think if Evan shows up the way he should, Tyler's got a rough day. You know what I mean? So I think they both have a rough day with themselves. I think it's going to be one of the best matches too, as well. Um, I don't know if we talked about your match, Matt Morrison versus Daniel Schwartz. Left hand, like I was saying before,
I've heard that name.
it's it's going to be tough for Matt. We're going to see what's going to happen. I hope Matt's been training,
So
got something
I
out of his last match, that he's been watching and seeing with you at Mac. Maybe he learned something. So,
I didn't pull lefty because in my left arm's detriment, to my left arm's detriment, it doesn't heal up as fast. So I'm still, he's going to take the benefit of me still being a little banged up from Ed Cruz, but I still feel strong. I feel healthy enough to take on a match. But it takes it a while for it to heal up and recover. I will say I went into Ed Cruz's match afraid that fear of it not holding up to the task at hand, but it held up beautifully, just enough time. I knew if there's another round, I probably would be telling Steve, hell to the no, I'm not doing another match for the remainder of the year. But we'll see. It's what Matt does because Matt, the last time he and I pulled left-handed, it was a war. It was not easy, and I think actually he didn't. I didn't pin him. He didn't pin me. He lost the fouls against me. So I think we got to close that loop a little bit and see what happens.
yeah, I can agree there absolutely to see exactly. And fresh for fresh, it's completely different. When you go up against someone else, you can get spent on somebody completely, and then you go up against somebody else and be like, "I just beat him," and it's like, you just beat him because he just went up against 25 fucking guys before he fucking hit your hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's just,
exactly.
and he did have a war. He had a war with Drew Rivers. Drew Rivers did a phenomenal job. Tried to hold out as much as he could, left everything on the table, which you can't ask for more than that. So great job from Drew Rivers. And
Absolutely, man.
but yeah, Matt Morrison came out on top. He did win, and congratulations to Matt Morrison. I think he deserves that match with you with left-handed, and we'll see what happens there. We'll definitely see what happens there.
Party arms coming out to play. I know I can't call it the party arm anymore, but I like to still call it the party arm because it doesn't operate or heal up as fast as the right arm. I wanted to just backtrack a little bit. Big shout out to Bryce Zachariah, also known as Brown Rice, my opponent, who stepped up to the plate last minute, literally on Tuesday before the event. My original opponent had gotten injured and was afraid that he wasn't going to be able to operate the way he was supposed to, so he had to bow out and talk about trading in for a more difficult opponent, I would say, because he's the national champion left-handed and just an absolute monster at the lighter weight class that he's competing at now. I was outmatched, outgunned, plain and simple. I didn't execute the way I wanted to, righty. I didn't follow my plan as I normally would have. Because I wasn't prepared for him per se. I think he came in more prepared and ready to go than I was for him and what he was capable of. So I didn't have an opportunity to research him. So I kind of flying blind a little bit. Not making excuses. He was stronger. He was more equipped, and he came out on top. It ain't gonna happen again, though, Bryce. I'm telling you right now, it is not happening again.
So we have our last match so far. I won't say our last match because we still have to put, I say, probably another 3 or 4 different matches to finish everything. But
Yeah.
I'd say to exposed for tonight would be Philip Austin versus Matt Bush, left hand and weight cap at 176. Uh, Philip Austin has been a problem to deal with left hand at 176 from what I've seen so far. At Vermont, I mean, he beat so many great guys. I think it was Ryan Woods and Chris Michaels. I think it was left hand. I don't want to say 100% Chris Michaels, but I mean, he's been doing so good and he's been beating a lot of great people left handed. So I had a conversation with him. I told him I was going to find him a match. Matt Bush, I mean, left or right hand, I mean, he's a problem. So and he's been getting better and better. I think that's a great person to test himself against, and especially Matt's. He's an absolute beast, man. I mean, It's just he hits so hard. He's got a great hand. I mean, so I think that's going to be a really good match. We'll see.
They always have a good lineup, man. I'm excited for all the matches. I'm excited for the venue that we're going to be in. We're going to have a very, very high level of people asking questions. Um, so do me a favor. If you're in or near Albany or you know anybody that does CrossFit and know that they're going there for the weekend, send me your information about the clubs that you're in, and I will try to share them with the appropriate people who come up and say, "Hey, where can I find a club near me?" And we'll get them hooked up with you, because I think that that's how we're going to build the sport up. Is they need to find a training site. They can't just find the exposure to this and then lose interest. You got to have a follow up type of deal with these people to make sure we can make this type of thing stick for a little bit.
Hey Alexis, you got that match left hand, so there'll be another match that we just finalized. He'll be pulling Rob Paulson left hand from Kraken Arms.
Oh shit! There you go.
You're going to put me left hand at 187 cap.
It's a 187 cap.
Damn it, man. Left
You
hand.
got this.
They said
You got
did
this.
you just come first place at 176
He did. He did. He'll be fine.
pro.
Yeah. Oh, it was open. Open.
That was open. That was open.
I was open,
Yeah.
bro. So that means you beat everybody.
He beat everybody. He didn't take any losses that day.
I don't want to hear it.
I beat
I don't want to
everybody.
hear it,
Everybody was
Alexis. I
tired.
don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. That's it.
I'll do it. I much prefer right-handed, but
They say you're stronger left-handed. They said you're.
no. I'm stronger right hand. I'm equally strong, but my left hand is hurt. I'm hurt.
That's not what Dan
I'm not-
said.
I'm
Dan
not a
said that
hundred-
he said that you're good right-handed, but you're really strong left-handed. How about you, Dan? What do you think of Alexis?
I think that his right is more coordinated because of he is nursing something, but I think that it's nothing that's going to stop him from doing a really good job at it in any setting. I don't think he's going to get, dude. Alexis, I don't think you're going to get hurt. I think you're going to be fine.
I'm not gonna get hurt. If anything, I'll just lose.
But I think you'll be just fine. I think you'll be just fine. I think you're gonna surprise yourself like you surprised yourself this last weekend, and 2 weekends from now,
Yeah.
you're gonna surprise yourself again.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna bring the best version of
There
me.
you go.
That's for sure.
There you go. That's all we
I'm
hope
gonna-
for. That's all we ever hope for.
I'm gonna be working out. I'm gonna be doing blood flow exercises every single day, starting in a few minutes from now when I get
There
home.
you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working.
We gotta
on it.
light that proverbial fire, man.
Oh yeah, I got this.
So
I got.
again,
If I don't win, I make the other guy look good. But he's gonna have to look good. I'm not gonna go like this, you know.
nah. You got this. I think you're gonna be just fine.
Hold on. Let's look at it. Let's just look at it real quick.
Look at that thing, Steve. Look at that left arm.
I know. What are you talking about, man?
It looks healthy as fuck.
It does.
It looks.
It looks
Look.
healthy, but-
Okay, wait. You want to compare and contrast? Wait. Come on now, Alexis. This is my left, right? And look at your left. Come on now. Which one looks healthier? Which would you rather fight with? Yeah, that one. That's the one that I'd rather fight with too. Can I borrow your left?
We'll see. Let's see if I could lift. Let me see if I could lift and pull with it.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'll do something.
You got it. Don't be making excuses, Nat.
No.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
I'm gonna do some things I've done before. Vaya. Let me see. Let me see how it feels here, real quick. Let me just see how. I know this is too high, and I got like 20 pounds in this book bag, but let me see. This is
Street workout right here.
No. I couldn't hold myself well. It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Doing a pull up off of a street sign. I love it.
One hand pull up.
So we got just real quick. We got a couple guys in the chat saying what's up. We got Jesus Gonzalez. What's up, Jesus? Congrats on your event in Beast Mode. Miguel Fernandez. What's up? King of Battle of Betty's. What's up? Good job, and good job to Sabrina too. And we got Dan Plexman. What up, Dan? From Canada.
That's the whole
beast.
family.
Dan's an absolute beast. I need a rematch with him right-handed.
Dan beat Aiden.
I know.
That was
I need a rematch. I need a rematch with Dan right-handed.
Sorry about that, guy.
I'd love to one day for Dan to come up and go up against somebody to come up here. I mean, I just because he's just a beast, man.
Yeah, no, he's an absolute monster. Maybe we can set something up with me and him. I want a rematch right-handed because I think I beat him left-handed, right? So, and that was his better arm, and he beat me right-handed on my better arm.
Maybe we can redo it and have Aiden on his other arm and have you on his other arm because I think Aiden lost to the opposite arm.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting. See, that's how you know styles make a match, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it'd be a great match with a rematch up against you two guys would be great.
Or you know what? We'll do a fatal three-way. There we go. We'll do a three-way with each other. Have you ever heard of those, Steve? A fatal three-way, where pretty much everyone versus. It's like a round robin with three people.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I think it'd be a great match. He's really good. He's really good left and right-handed, honestly. So
he is really good on both arms. And then Miguel actually asked, "Is there a left strong hand? Let me know."
I'm already looking for him as we speak. I'm waiting for the answer as we speak, literally.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we put the siren out there for you, Miguel. The horn is out there for you. Where are you at? 198 these days? He's 198 or is he 220? Do you know?
Which arm is he? He's better left-handed, right, Miguel?
Yeah, he's looking for a left. He's looking for a left.
Yeah.
What's his weight at?
I think he's about 220. I think so. I think Miguel's about 220.
Let's see what he says.
Miguel,
what do you weigh? Tell us in the chat. Sergio, listen, man. You don't have to be so negative all the time.
He's 250.
Miguel, it's 215. 215 he says today. Let's see. Who do we know is 215?
I'm talking to somebody right now.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm brainstorming too.
Waiting for him to tell me how much he weighs, so I can kind of like get. Maybe we can do a weight cap at something. I just don't like for it to be too much of a difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, of course not. No, you don't want to make it too big of
I don't like getting out of that 10-pound. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So.
Oh, We Chris Arm Wrestling Club's in the house. What's up? Good hanging out. The whole crew is out over at the Mac event. What's up, man? Yeah, Dan, because you're on YouTube, the other guys are on Facebook. So this is live streamed on YouTube and Facebook. So if you're chatting up on YouTube, you only see the people from YouTube's chats. If you're chatting up on Facebook, you'll see Facebook chats.
I already feel fucking excited. Fuck.
There you go. There he goes. His left is already feeling better already as he speaks.
You already know. Now you just got to nurse.
Basically, yeah.
Nurse the left now. All just bands. That's all you got to do is bands.
Yeah, I'm driving home right now.
There you go.
You see a band?
That's perfect. I mean, I think I got him somebody for him.
I got it.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome then. I can't wait to see who you got. Can't wait. What else do we got going on?
I was gonna say,
Oh, there's this upcoming weekend. I want to show everybody. John Hanowski is having his tournament with a whole bunch of super matches, high level super matches, high level tournament. Be sure to check it out. It's in Erie, PA. John Hanowski is a really, really energetic individual in the sport, knowledgeable in the sport. Thank God bless him because he's coached me a few times. There's Dan Flexman. Yeah, you can see all the chat. He's on Facebook now, and so definitely, if you're in the area and you want to find an event to go to, check out his event. I think it's a memorial tournament for his father, who's arm wrestling royalty, which is that's kind of cool. When you have somebody who's been in the sport for that long and passes it down to their kid. Hopefully one day my kid may or may enjoy it. We'll see. That'd be cool to be a legacy puller.
do you have the link to the podcast by any chance that you could send me so I could send to somebody?
Yeah, I sent it to you already. It's in your inbox. It's how you joined.
Oh, I was gonna say no, just so they can watch. Unless you want me to
Oh, so
have.
they can watch. Oh, yeah. I can send that over to you. Yeah, I'll send it on Facebook. Um, there it is. So, big shout out to Shiyu Lin, by the way, for his match this weekend. He killed it this weekend.
His
He
matches.
is his matches, yeah, both right and left. He
For,
is a force to reckon with. I can't wait to see that boy more active. I
speak,
think he inherited the nickname. Ian Carnegie gave him the nickname the supercomputer because he gets taught something once and he can put it into implementation instantaneously. Like he
he
just
fucking
hears
kill.
it and he can execute.
For he doesn't for,
We gotta
and this guy
we lost you.
doesn't forget.
No, he doesn't
This
forget.
guy,
No. What's up,
this guy
James?
has a fucking brain. Chi Yulin is just amazing. It's just. I'm so fucking glad I know him.
So while we're on the show, Steve,
Yep.
what do you know about training, like programming training? Like, do you have anybody in your mind that you would reach out to help you create a program to accelerate your numbers and successes?
Uh, the only people I would say honestly that I talk to about how to train and how to do everything is Roger Learned and Nick Stone because they come here the
Okay.
most out of anybody and I train with them. Besides that, I mean, and those are two very successful pullers and they've been pulling for a few years now, and they're just getting better at left and right hand. So, but yeah, those are the only people that I would say, certain wise. What's up, Sergio? The fucking Sergio's on. You
So
doing
I
good? What's
know.
up, bro?
We because she and I were talking about like how invested are we into this sport? Are we invested enough where we want to pay for a coach? An online trainer that can watch your lifts and watch your matches and watch where your weak points are and give you tips and advice because of that's their profession.
Mhm.
They are personal
God, that's
trainers, exercise physiologists. They have an understanding of the human body and the sport. Would you invest into something like that? And I'm actually now at that point where I think I might want to create a little more structure to my environment and my workout, where I might want to hire somebody who knows more than I do and can give me, a little bit more structure to what it is I'm doing. So I think that it might be worth the benefit.
I'm invested.
My podcast is in the strap podcast.
And it's on Facebook.
This isn't my podcast though. Just so you know, this is Dan's.
Yeah, this one's mine. Collaborating Pull Together is mine, and In the Strap is his, and his is on Facebook.
Yeah,
When are you gonna bring it onto YouTube, man?
it's gonna be on YouTube. I'm waiting for James to help me out. James Road Mason, he's my partner with doing this. Yeah. Speaking of James Road Mason, the match that we just put together, I'm just waiting to confirm. I'll tell you in 1 second.
You know, once you go Mac, it's hard to go back. I love Major Arm Wrestling Championships. You know, I love the table. I love the rule set. And I've noticed a pattern like that. Like, I think the more I actually compete on it, the more I evolve with it. So I understood, because not only did I pull my weight class and I got first, I went undefeated, but I actually pulled a class above me, and there wasn't a lot of people. But I will say I got to pull with Peter Brana Jr., and he flash pinned me like the first round. I kind of expected that,
Dude,
but then I was like, wait.
people underestimated, and he's a really good puller. So
He is a really good puller. I did. I underestimated. I definitely knew he was good, and I was expecting to get flash pinned. So then the next round that I had with him, though, I made a couple of adjustments. I changed up my stance, changed up my grip, matched up to what it is I wanted to do, feel a little more comfortable at the table, and then boom, I got a stop on him. First, I got a slip on him, and then I got a stop on him in the strap. And he even said himself that he was surprised by that. And it's one of those things that I think I just need more competition experience on the Mac table to feel more comfortable at the Mac table, because I'd say I feel pretty comfortable at a regular table, but there's a higher level at the Mac table of comfort to be had, because there's more room, there's more you can do, and more you can operate within on the table. um, and when we are competing, get used to a certain way, then we get kind of stuck in a rut type of deal. I know I do, but I think that we are definitely going to be capable of building up more experience, because with Dan having his table and soon I'm going to have my own table, and we're going to go from there. Are you working out now, Alex?
I'm getting out of my car. I just parked. This is where I work. I live right next to my job. Those are
Talk about a short commute, man.
yeah. Oh yeah, because I was in my own. I was in my niece's house. That's from Sunset to this is Kensington High. This is basically like Islamabad here. So anyway, you're talking about the table. Before I lose the train of thought, let me walk home. This table, I haven't used a lot of tables because I'm still a baby in this sport, only 18 months. But I swear to God, I love this table. I can't wait to have money and buy my own, and I'm dying to take it down to Puerto Rico. I've never
The guys there love the table. To hell yeah.
I fucking love it. I've never felt so comfortable. And I for some reason, the table and the rules, not just the table, but the Mac rules and the table, for some reason, I feel that they benefit me for some reason. I don't know. I think they favor me.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, yeah, it favors me. I feel comfortable in it. Well, other than you, against you, I feel the same way. And against Conrad, I feel pretty much the same way. But I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable because you see, some of these people that's a little bit strong, stronger than me. When you rap, when you put me on the raps, for example, one of the guys that I beat, I was fucking arm wrestling this guy on the after pulls. We went on the straps. I couldn't move this skinny kid.
Yeah.
I couldn't move him. Ball. You see, with this table, it's really hard for people to slip from me. So
yeah. No, you can stay more connected with it.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard to sleep from me. That's why I like this table. Because one of these skinny guys, if they sleep from me and they put us on the strap, bye bye, Alex. I'm done.
All right,
We
so
got
the match.
James Road Mason in the house.
Oh shit.
There goes the neighborhood. There goes the
The
neighborhood.
match that
All
just
right.
got made was Miguel Fernandez and James Road Mason left hand.
Woo! That's gonna
Yeah,
be a
they
good one.
hired me for ice to go deport this guy.
So this is gonna be one hell of a show now.
Hell yeah!
Bro, I don't give a fuck how good it is and all that.
So hang on, real quick. We got Eric Fisk in chat asking about the pin lines on the Mac table. Yeah, they actually are a little bit higher up. This is part of the reason that that divot that goes in down and the higher pin line helps. It makes it the King's move a little less accessible. Doesn't
That's
mean that you can't King's move. It just makes it a little more challenging and more effective. And it just makes it the side pressure hits as well as some top roll hits that much more effective with a little more room. And it's just if you win this portion of the match, you're gonna be doing much better. Some people can pull back from there, but it's one of those things that I happen to like. Even though the pins are higher up, I like it.
I like it. I fucking
Yeah.
like it. Okay, like I said, I like it. I think it benefits a novice like me. It benefits me because I rely a lot on my brute strength. So I mean, like I said, I cannot let you go. One of these skinny guys that's been pulling longer than me. Once he puts me on the strap, I'm done. But
Yeah.
you see, in this table, I feel like it's hard. It's hard to escape me. Fucking love it.
So what's up with the shades, Jason? What's up with
That's
the
my.
shades? Are you going skiing?
Oh, I thought that was
Dude,
macho.
I'm on a bro.
Oh
Like,
man, there goes.
Oh, your audio,
Wow,
Jason.
audio's done.
no fucking way. It's not Jason, Dan. I swear to God.
James. My bad.
Yeah, yeah. Remember the
I
name.
combine. Listen, I'm dyslexic. I combine words, so like
Yeah.
James and Mason turns into Jason.
You did that last time. Yo,
I
Steve, I just
did.
remember that. Remember that at your first tournament when we met? I'm like, remember this name.
Yep.
Yeah.
My
Dude.
bad. My bad.
Listen, everyone that ever pulls me learns. Rob, or no, God damn it, you got me sucking being dyslexic. Ron or Maney knows who the fuck I am. Roger Bailey knows who the fuck I am. You guys don't know yet, but Miguel Fernandez, yeah, he knows who I am too.
Oh my god, I already don't want to know.
That's too late, Alexis. That's a pretty
I
name,
rather, I rather just know your name. And
You-
nice glasses, by the way.
bro. I like your eyes.
Whoa. We save that for the late night show, okay? Much later. That's a Friday night after 10 o'clock show.
No,
No after that.
Wednesdays. Oh, wait, is today? Oh, it's Tuesday.
Today's not Wednesday.
Damn.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta close the store and I gotta get home.
All
Steve,
right, brother. Thank you for coming over.
Thank you for everything.
Of course, man. Anytime, man. Everyone here, I guess, has a match now. Dan,
There you go.
fucking James, Alexis, everybody's set.
yo, we're all.
You almost said Jason. I saw that. You almost said Jason too.
No, I was looking at the wobbler.
Yeah,
I almost called him the wobbler.
the wobbler.
All right, guys, I'll talk to you, man.
Talk to you later, brother.
Good
Get home
night.
safe. Thank you for everything, man.
Of course, bud.
All right. So officially, we're a team now, right? If we're all pulling at the same event, we're all boys now.
Apparently, yeah.
No, it wasn't apparently. It's a fact, bro. Look it up in the
Those are the facts. Okay.
Yeah, it's too late for this. So is Miguel Fernandez good? Like, I don't know anything about this guy's left arm.
He's very good. He's very strong, very technical. I mean, he's an Argentinian champ. You got your hands full with him. I know how strong you are, but I also know how talented and technical he is. And I think that it's going to be a banger of a match. In all honesty, I don't know which direction it's going to go into. I really don't know.
My biggest thing I got going for me is me and Miguel have never like locked up ever on the left arm. So I'm hoping to surprise him. I'm hoping he's not going to know what to do. But I'm hoping he doesn't punch me in the face. I have a real tendency of making people want to punch me in the fucking face in the middle of a match.
Well, he's known to be a table bully himself, so I think that it's a good matchup by way of personalities.
Oh, dude, Miguel's a funny guy too. Like I got a lot.
He's hysterical. I love Miguel. I love he's a really nice, like genuinely a nice dude. I make fun of him. That I call him a table bully because he bullies me on the table all the time. And I mean, when you're that strong, that much bigger, it's much easier to bully somebody like my size. So, but real quick to answer a question in the chat, we got Eric asking me my opponent. He was heavier than 176. He's actually a 200-pound guy that cut down to 180. I was a little heavier too because last minute I wasn't. I was prepared for a 176 match, and then I found out that I'm going up against this guy that's that big, and we had a 180 cap. So I decided to bulk as much as I could. And I always do it wrong, man. I don't know. I don't have the science down for that yet. I'm still new at this whole bulking and cutting world. So I probably was definitely more sluggish than I should have been. I didn't know jack shit about him before the match was actually called on Tuesday before the tournament. So, but that's no excuse to saying that he is stronger. Plain and simple, he is stronger. He came in a better man than I did, and I definitely would like a rerun of that match, another opportunity, because I think that if I was more prepared, I don't know if the outcome would necessarily change. If it was 3-1, maybe it'd be 3-2 instead.
Yo, but honestly, respect to you. I think guys that have never pulled before are the best matches because you don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you said you didn't know this guy, so like no one knows anything about the other guy. Those matches are cool. Again, like the Bill Vlad. No one knew what was going to happen. I mean, I did. If you guys go back and watch some podcast, I told everyone. I rewatched.
You did. You did. You called it.
I said Vlad was going to win the first two, and then I said Bill's going to bust that hand, and it's over. So someone needs to pay me.
So you're from Vermont, right?
Yeah, dude, I'm right on the Canadian border.
Okay, because you're looking exactly like a stereotypical Vermont, like ski,
Oh, dude, fuck folks. I got a mountain sled right out in the garage, but I can't. I got a.
You look like you're about to try to hit the slopes right now, even though it's dead summer. You're not gonna find too much snow up there right now.
Yeah, dude, no, but I know some guys that give some good deals on white lines. Like you can carve them up too. So,
yeah, we don't talk about that around here.
No, it's bad for you, but it's good pre-workout.
Anywho, so beyond the 2 weeks, what else you got going on for you?
I got Brandon Peasley left arm at the Turtle Man event.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah,
I want to make that, but it's actually it's the Supermatches, and is it my son's actual birthday, and then that weekend. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it up there for that. I'm more likely won't unless he actually wants to go to a tournament for his birthday, which I doubt it, because as I mentioned earlier, he's not too much into the sport. I mean, he supports me from anytime we go down to Puerto Rico. He's all for it because he wants to go to Puerto Rico. Who doesn't want to go to Puerto Rico? I don't blame him. He's going to be turning 11.
Dude, honey pot him. Tell him we'll go to the tournament, and then Sunday you could take him to Six Flags. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, here's the thing. We're already. I'm working an angle like that already because we're going. He's giving me a stare right now. I think we're going to Colorado the week before for a family vacation. So we're gonna go. Because my sister lives in Colorado, and you know what the funny thing is. So we planned the trip, and then I find out Colorado State's is literally the day before I get there, and
Oh,
then the Shaw Classic is like 2 weeks before I get there. It's like, or like 10 days before, and I was like, we just missed two epic events like by like this much. It is what it is. Family first,
yeah, dude. You know what I mean?
always.
That's how it should be. I respect that. Hey, quick
There's
fun.
always next year.
Did you see what Vitaly posted on YouTube?
I didn't get to see the video. I did see something. Please enlighten us.
So Vitaly said August 15th, there's going to be another new number 2 contender for the heavyweight title.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. And that's very, you know what I mean?
cryptic.
What does that mean? Does it
What does
mean,
that mean? It's a little too cryptic, yeah,
yeah,
or not.
I
What's
think
he
we,
alluding to?
I think we might get to see the match that we all want to see.
I think it should happen. It'd be cool to see it happen, but I also don't have to hold my breath because we all know the games that these guys play at this level. So
I don't know, but does Vitaly play games? I've never seen Vitaly play games. Russians are kind of pretty straight, serious guys.
I think they're learning to play the game.
Ah,
I
they're
think they're learning. I think for lack of a better term, Devin's coaching them on how to, giving them a blueprint, if you may, on how to play the game. And they're kind of going, I'm seeing this weird volley of Europeans now kind of playing ball a little harder than they used to. They used to be very stoic and stonewall, like it's this way or the highway. Now they're kind of giving a little ebb, a little float. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be just completely off my gourd about it, but maybe
no.
they're learning. They're learning to play.
I heard Russians are all satanic, bro. That's what I heard. But I got my
Are you trying to get my channel shut down? Because that's how we do this. You know that?
allegedly on Reddit. I'm a Reddit guy sometimes.
Oh
Hypothetically.
no, you're one of those guys.
No, I just get bored. I'm like, what are these people doing? You know what I mean? You got to go on both sides. Check out what you got to go hard left and you got to go hard right, and you find yourself in the middle and you stay on the path. But no, I'm just saying, I would love to see Vitaly versus Devin at the Shaw Classic. Like, that is a real match that everyone
Yeah.
wants to see, and I don't think anyone doesn't think it's going to be a war.
No, I think it will be a war. I think if the match, if and when the match actually does happen, it's gonna be fireworks.
Right. And again, I live like 2.5 hours away from Devon, so like I'm a hard dick rider for the Canadians.
But so, is there any of the matches that Steve mentioned that you're excited about?
I think there's a lot of good ones. I think respectfully, there's some ones I don't think are that good. Like, I don't want to say not that good, but so Michael Hawks versus who's the other guy? Bisman?
Yeah,
What do you think about that? Because I think
I'm gonna leave my opinion out of that one.
okay, well, let's go with non-opinions, and I'll go with statistics and facts that we both saw at Arm Wars 2. Michael, is it Michael Bisping?
Yeah,
Okay, yes. Well, that's kind of weird. It's not the one I thought it was. He couldn't touch me, and he couldn't even move Roger. He got molested, respectfully.
you're talking about Michael Hawks.
No. Michael Bisping.
Okay, yeah.
And it seemed like Michael Hawks at least put the brakes on Roger, and like Roger had to figure some stuff out with Michael in the first round. Maybe Roger was playing. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These are good questions to ask. But just from that data, and those are pretty two recent matches, and arm wrestling math is stupid because it never makes sense no matter where you go with it.
No matter where you go with it, no.
But with my arm wrestling math, if I had to bet my house on something, I think I would bet it on Mike. Yeah, I like that.
You bet it on Mike. Mike's gonna win.
I think Mike's gonna win, bro. Now look at me, look at you. Now look at me. I think Mike's gonna win that. There's a lot of first time super matches on that, and I wonder how they're gonna do. Or like, I got a question. Some of the guys that are gonna be the special guest. I heard him Tarantenko is gonna be there. I heard Travis Bagent's gonna be there. You got James Reid, he's a stud, and I hope his wife Michelle is gonna be there.
She is going to be there.
Oh, I can't wait, dude. They're good people. But I'm gonna be honest, dude. I hope I don't crash out when I see Travis Bagent because, like, I met Travis on TV on Game Arms, and the minute I watched him say he was the closest thing to Superman that anybody could be, I was like, that guy fucks hard. And my fat little
He's quite the character. I've met him a few times, and he's you know what? I'm going to tell you, he's nicer in person than you'd ever imagine him being. That's the best way to describe him. He's nicer in person than I've ever imagined him to be.
That's awesome. Need him to look at me and be like, young man. And I'm like, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Say this. And
I was in a tournament. Oh, my God. Which one was it? The Top Roll King Open. And I won the middle weight division. And so they had an overall. And I ended up facing him in the overall. Are you kidding me? I was dangling off of his arm. It was not me arm wrestling him. It was me dangling off of his arm. But he was like, this is mine, young man. And it was just like, it was definitely an epic moment of my arm wrestling career. Funny as all hell because you could just see the size difference. Like, I think I have a video of me standing in front of him, and like it's literally looking like a little hobbit standing next to a frost giant type of deal.
Wait, how tall is Travis?
He's like, I think 6'2", maybe.
Oh, that's gonna bother me. He's bigger than me. I thought he was 6'1", dog. Damn.
Maybe 6. Listen, everybody. Listen, I'm short as fuck. Everyone's taller than me. Everyone's freaking Mount Everest to me. I'm vertically challenged. I've come to terms with it. Looking up and say, "How's the weather up there?" To everybody.
Hey man, keep your head up. Things get better. But yeah, I don't know. So
if I keep my head up, I'm gonna be staring up your nostrils, bro.
You know what? You tell me if I got a problem going on. Like I'd So that's a good question for you, man. So like when you're pulling at these tournaments and you got these elites, right? Like I don't know who you're a fan of, but let's say, have you ever gotten to pull in front of a guy that you were a fan of?
So yeah, actually, Devin was reffing matches over in Puerto Rico. I went down to Puerto Rico and I was competing, and Devin was reffing the matches there.
Now, did you do better or worse because of that?
I did really well. I got second place in the overall division because it was an open weight class like tournament type of deal, and I got second place to a guy that was 280 pounds, and I beat their island's champion of like 220, and I was weighing at 165, and I definitely felt empowered by having Devin right there. Now, mind you, like I come from a background where I used to work with famous people a lot, so I already have like a jading to that, if you may. I'm conditioned for that. It hasn't been, I'm a licensed massage therapist, and I've had some really high caliber clients across the years, and I've treated them personally, type of deal. So, meeting Devin, yeah, it was really like I was like in like that shock and awe the first day, but then the next day was a tournament, and I was like, it kind of faded a little bit. It was more of like, I gotta really kick ass in front of this guy. It motivated me. I gotta put my best foot forward. I want him to remember me, not just from my personality, but also he's an arm wrestler, so I want to prove that I have a future in this. And I feel like I did because he and I still talk since then, and it was a really cool experience to be around that though.
Right, and like him reffing, he has to watch the match, right?
So he has to.
Bro, you got to watch me. You have to acknowledge me as a person. Like, I like that. That's cool as shit. So that's what I'm thinking. So right now, Miguel Fernandez is like a 95, and I'm a 5% chance. But if Travis Bagent goes, look at this young man, this young, tall Canadian man, bro, it might swing the opposite, and it's going to be a 99 me with a super adrenaline rush. Like, I'm going to save someone with a car on top of them, and Miguel's not going to be thinking of me as a threat. And that right there, sir, is how
That
underdogs have great stories.
that is it is the potential's there, man. The
Yeah.
potential's there.
I mean, I'll probably retire. If I smoke him 3-0, like, I'm retiring. Like, I've done what I need to do.
There you go.
I'd never give Miguel a rematch in his life. I hope Miguel watches this, dude. When I smoke you 3-0, never pulling you again. I won't even acknowledge you as a person. I'll send you Christmas cards, though. But
um, but yeah, no, it's a cool sport to be around. Oh, beyond that, I was at Olympia. No, was it Olympia? Yeah, it was Olympia, and I go up to Bill Collins because on my way to Olympia, I was on the plane with the one of the VPs of bare knuckle boxing. Literally, it was sitting right next to me. And I was talking about, like, he saw me wearing an arm wrestling shirt, and we're talking about arm wrestling, what I was doing. I was going to Vegas. Said, oh, we're gonna have a station and doing some exhibition fights right in Olympia as well. And I was like, oh, cool. You know, maybe we'll see each other, and I'll see your show. Come check us out. Check us out as well. He goes, you know what? I think I will. And he goes, come stop by. I'll give you a gift or something. And I was like, okay, cool. So I come by, talk to him. He goes, hey, where are you guys doing it out of? And I was like, I'm doing it right over here. Come meet Bill Collins, because he was the guy who was running the tournament there. Come meet Bill Collins, and see if you guys can probably connect and collaborate together on something. Because you're a big time tournament director, you're a big time entity VP. Like, why not?
right,
So I don't know if they actually ever partnered or anything, but Bill later on, I talk about like a shocking audience. This is Bill freaking Collins we're talking about, right? The guy who's refed almost every high level match you could ever think of. And he comes up to me, he hands me one of the jerseys that were for the competitors. He goes, we actually had an extra one. Here, thank you so much for networking for me. Even though you don't know me through a hole in the wall, you helped me make a connection that I never probably would have on my own. And I was like, what? Like that definitely was one of those shocking moments, right? In the
yeah,
sport.
I totally agree. But you know what? That's that saying: rising tides raise all boats. You know what I mean? Some people are very greedy. They don't want to share the fame. They don't want to hide anybody. You know what I mean? With egos, where if he was talking to the VP bare knuckle boxing, he would have been like, "Nah, dude, I'm the best arm wrestler." He just talked about me. First thing he said is, "Oh, I'm going to this event," and then you said it's hosted by this guy. You know what I mean? That's plugging, and that's how shit grows right there. I think that shit's cool, and respect you for doing that. Who's this? Who's this man? Oh,
It's
Lex.
Alexis.
Were you running away from your problems earlier? What was going on?
Good Wi-Fi.
Ah,
No, does he have no audio? You can't hear you, Alexis. Uh oh. You sounding like a
Lex.
computerized, virus or something like that. Oh no, Wobbly. Is your nickname Wobbler because your freaking internet's wobbly? Is that what it is?
I'm holding this shit with my hand. It's up.
I can't hear a word you're saying, brother.
How?
Now, oh, I can hear you a little bit now, but yeah, you look like an 8-bit video game. Can you do a Mario jump for me? Jesus, talk about pixelated. Oof,
Damn,
that's all
I'm
good.
sorry. Up in the mountain. I think I hit my truck. About the August event. What else? Match you think?
The match that I am excited for. Let's see, where did it go? I gotta look at the list because I'm tired. It's late. We'll cover this and then we'll probably take off in a little bit.
All right. I think Phil will be
So okay, there we go. The Cam Dennett versus John McCutcheon. That one excites me. I think that's gonna be a really good one. I do, I do, because you know what? Here's the thing. The only reason why I say this, I can see Cam relying heavily on his hand control, and I know McCutcheon can pull without his hand. He doesn't need that hand control to win. I've watched him bend his arm literally as if like it was Randy Johnson throwing the freaking baseball. You know, I've seen him pin someone like that, and you know, he doesn't give any fucks whatsoever if it snaps his arm or not. I hope he doesn't do it ever. I don't think he's ever going to, because I think he's been doing that for so long that where like there's some people that are conditioned to be able to pull that. Don't recommend it to anybody by any means necessary. But I do think that, you know, because of that and that alone, if he can get burnt out, because that hand strength, does that equate stamina? You know what I mean? I've seen McCutcheon pull, and since he lost that weight, he's healthier, right? So he might have more stamina in the tank. He might have more juice in the tank than we've ever seen him, you know, provide in the previous time. So, like, I'm gonna say it could be a 3-2 either which way.
See, my opinion on that is I see how strong Cam's hand is, right? And in my brain, the guy with a stronger hand with a table IQ could normally beat a lot of guys that he's not stronger than. You know what I mean? So, like, my brain says if Cam's smart, he'll set in a high post and cup, and then instead of hooking, he'll keep continuing to roll the hand even more. So his thumb is, you know what I mean, making John super supinated, and then you can't pull like that. But if you let him get to a flop and you're hanging onto the fingers, right, where you feel good in the top roll, John can do that move. But I think you just twist him around. Physically, your arm doesn't move like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone be able to beat anyone with their arm twisted like that. And I think Cam, with that strong hand, has the potential to do that. I think it's just on.
Well, it's well. Think of it this way though, because I know I can't bend my wrist that way. Like
No.
this is as far back as my wrist goes. Like you see, it don't go much further. But I've seen McCutcheon almost like a 90-degree angle this way. You know how your hand goes this way. I've seen him go that way. If he could drop that onto Cam's hand, I don't care how strong you are. You may not have access to any of the power and mobility that you need to apply that strength. You know,
I totally agree. If John's able to do this, right, and put the shoulder in, Cam's fucked. But what I'm saying is if Cam's smart, controls the hand, it doesn't let him flop, but rolls him.
Rolls him. Oh, yeah. He has to. That's the only way he's going to win.
Yeah.
That's the only way he's going to win.
But I think without strength, I don't see why he can't do that. Again, maybe table jitters. Maybe he's got a terrible hit. He's a catcher, and then John can get into position.
Mm-hmm.
But my brain tells me if I could grip that strong, it would be a bad day for a lot of people. One day I heard someone say grip strength doesn't matter, and I completely stopped training my hand strength. I was like, okay.
You know, it's interesting when it comes to grip strength. My hands are so small that when it comes to those grippers, I don't do well with them. But everyone always says I have one of the strongest hands in the sport. Like that they've met. They have really powerful hands, and that's hand control is my strength. So it's interesting because I've tried the dynamometer thing, you know, to find out what my grip is. And I never go past like 100. I think the highest was like 150 or whatever. But I know I can squeeze harder than that. That's the thing. I know I can. I know how when I get a good grip and I'm able to get that cup in. Nobody. You're moving my arm before you're moving my hand and wrist.
Right. But you ever notice something about guys that train grip strength? This is really weird, but I've noticed this a lot. Arm wrestlers, when we're training grip strength, our hands are like this. right? It is way
Yeah,
harder to squeeze like this than it is like this.
that's
But
true.
when most dudes are doing it, they come from the ground and they go like this, knuckles pinched out and push down into it. You know what I mean? And do that.
Ah,
And guess what? In arm wrestling, that is the stupidest thing to ever do is to give your hand.
to give your hand. Yeah, you never want to be in that position.
Right. I don't give a shit how strong your hand is. If you start like this and you let me start like that, let's go. I don't like
Yeah,
I would bet a lot of money on matches like that. And I've seen it. I've seen a lot of guys that are strong in the gym and they brag about their grip strength. But guess what? If your hand can do 200 pounds like this, but when you come over here, it's only 80. That
you're screwed.
and you know who taught me that was Sean Weber. Sean
Oh
Weber.
yeah,
Sean
he's a
Weber can do
beast.
like 180 pounds with his wrist bent like this and just fingers.
Ooh,
Right. And
that's
that's
insane.
containment. That's containment. You need that on the table. Versus
Oh yeah,
me, like so the tennis ball trick, you ever like do the gripper with tennis
yeah.
ball? I
Actually, I'll
cannot.
show you something. Keep talking. Keep talking. I'm
Yeah.
gonna show you something.
I can't do a tennis ball like this. That's pathetic. But I can crush tennis balls all day with a bent hand. But guess what? Arm wrestling, everybody, if your hand is like this, that's important. That's contained. This, I don't know what that is, but I wouldn't be doing it on an arm wrestling table.
So I
I
got
think
this thing from Zach Sturgeon.
I knew you were going to plug that again. I got to get one of those.
This thing is amazing. But look at my hand and wrist.
Right. It's training exactly what you want to do for arm wrestling.
Yep. Because I don't want to be over here because I can squeeze that easily. You see, like, that's easy right there. But
Right. Now go back. Yeah. Yeah. How's that feel?
that's the challenge. That's a challenge. That's a serious challenge. It's
Right.
doable, but it's a lot easier to go like this than it is here. The
Now,
left is not nearly. You know what? The left has got it.
nice. Now I got a question. When you're training your grip, do you contain and just hold to see how long your fingers can do it, or do you release? Because in arm
I
wrestling, you
do.
don't.
I do combination.
Okay.
I do a combo. So when I'm using the gripper for two separate reasons. One for blood flow, I'll do it quick for blood flow. Because what's a better way to get blood down the whole arm than to activate the hand, right? There's
Easy.
no better way. There's no better way to get blood throughout the entire arm pumping. So if you want to get good blood flow, pump it in the hand. And then what I'll do is I'll actually get a light resistance band and I'll hook it around this, keep it cupped, and cup it in as I'm clamping down, right?
Yep.
And I'll do like every time I'm coming in, I'm clamping. Every time I'm coming in, I'm clamping to simulate arm wrestling. Now, that's part one, how I train with it. Part two is I'll hold it. I'll hold it. I'll hold it. And my holding static strength, I can do this for quite some time and it doesn't budge. Like I'm not shaking yet. I can feel the strain, I can feel the pressure. And now right about now is when I'm gonna start feeling a little bit of a shake, but that's gonna simulate a barn burner match, right?
Yeah.
Somebody who's gonna try to tax the hell out of my hand.
And normally in those barn burner matches, especially like a hook on hook, most of the time the guy that loses, the guy that starts to lose his containment. The hand starts to let go a little bit, and that guy's got his wrist in there just enough where it's not really his hand anymore. And the only thing that
Yep.
was in the match to begin was that one guy had enough containment to contain. There, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard. But when you start to slip, you know what I mean? You can see it in the face. The guys start to squint. They're like, "No, dude." But yeah, again,
Most of my matches that I lose, and I do think it's because I have that superior hand strength and that grip strength, where my whole arm is going, not so much the hand. Um, unless they can beat me in the setup to take my hand away from me, they're not. My hand's not going anywhere. My hand's not getting outpowered by a majority. I would venture to say like 90% of the people are not taking my hand. There are going to be a 10% people who could, but those are the freaks of nature, right?
Well, your weight class is predominantly, I would say, more of a hook weight class. Am I wrong? Like the top guy
Uh,
normally hook.
yeah, I'd say that's the top of them. You know, then you got the freaks of the nature that are in the chat, like Aiden LeMay, who's this top rolling presser that like he's very well rounded. I'd say, you
Yeah.
know, at some point, you know, I got to put a stop to that press. You know what I mean? But no, for the majority, I'd say most of them are hookers. In my experience, there's a good amount of them on the top roll too, though. That's
Right.
a good
I was just
question,
saying
actually.
here in like Northeast Kingdom area or New
Mm-hmm.
England. I'm just trying to think of someone at 176 that doesn't that at the top right now that top rolls.
That's a good question.
You know what I mean? Every guy I'm thinking of is either a presser or like Sam Mitchell. Sam is more of a press hook, like hooks,
Yeah.
gets the press, and it's over. You know what I mean? I have never seen him,
Yeah.
if Sam's shoulders behind him, beat Sam. Aiden, same thing. Normally, I don't want to. Most people pulled Aiden. Fucking dude's a savage, but he sets up high and then he almost chops in.
Yep. It's a
And
chop.
the IQ there is everyone knows this in a hook match. Whoever's wrist bone gets on that other guy's forearm is in control.
They're
So
in
if you watch
control.
Aiden, when his press doesn't work, his wrist bone doesn't get on top of that forearm. You know what I mean? That chop. And then if that doesn't work, Aiden's smart enough to then drag. You know what I mean? And he's just really worked on it. Yeah, dude. I won't hold you up forever. Thank you for having me on, dude.
Appreciate you coming on, man. You're always welcome. Send me a message anytime you want to come on and talk, shoot the shit, and talk about the week's events. We're going to be talking more about the matches next week again. I think we're going to have James Reid, possibly Travis, on. So it'll be
I'll just I'll just sit in the corner and geek out.
it'll be the one and only time. One and only time you're silent.
I'm gonna sit here and you're just gonna see lotion off coconut butter, and I won't say a word. I kind of talk good,
He
but
puts lotion on his skin or gets a hose again.
yeah, I'll be. Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. Don't blink.
All right, everyone who's tuning in, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Collaborating poll. Thank you, man. Have a great night.
You too, brother.
Bye.